Hey, what's going on, peeps? My name is Rex, and we're back with what the hell is this? I don't know. I haven't played this in so long, or have I? At least not on the channel, on this YouTube channel. I've been streaming this game for a very long time now. I've been streaming it for the past, like, what, 2 months? Pretty much did last month, like, entirely Skyrim. And we were doing this 100% playthrough. You might have seen some of the videos telling you guys to come over to Twitch to see it. It went pretty well. I mean, we haven't truly done 100% of Skyrim yet. It's really long. For the most part, the only difficulty that I found trying to do 100% of this game is my inability to find quests. There's a lot of just like randomly generated quests. Quests are just, you have to go to the middle of nowhere to talk to the most random people to get. That's what gets me. But most of the content that is like easily accessible, where everyone knows how to find them, like that's all done, man. I think I'm only missing something in the Soul Cairn. Gotta find some pages in the Soul Cairn and some stuff in, I guess, Solstheim for the most part, but it's almost done, really, guys. The reason for this video is that I wanted to give you guys an update on my house, because it's probably one of the most requested things whenever I'm streaming Skyrim. People just like to see my house and how it is, and I'll do a video later on how you actually make this happen. It's a little trick that you can do.
I've been looking for you.
Uh-oh.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands.
Well then.
Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Alright, so that's the letter from a friend. We'll deal with that later. I'll do a video later as to how to actually obtain this for your followers. It's a massive club. This is not a mod. This is in vanilla WoW. I mean, I don't know if the expansions really matter in that sense, but it's not a mod. You can do this in your consoles if you so desire. But anyways, I just get requested this a lot whenever I'm streaming, that you guys want to see my house, because it's kind of crazy. It's something that I developed the more I played. It's just what happens. You know, you collect a lot of rare items in the world, and honestly, you just go to your house and you start dropping them and putting them into pedestals and mannequins, and I don't know, eventually the house just kind of grows into something beautiful. Alright, this is my second take at this because, man, I suck at just showing you guys around, but this is my beautiful house. There's nothing really crazy at the entrance. It's really just normal beautiful house. My children are asleep, so they shouldn't bother us, but I want to show you guys first my what I call my armory, because it's probably what you guys are most interested in, and my stash, but I'll show you guys my stash later. Before we do that, this is a rare statue of Duvella. You can only get one of these in the game, and it's the one that you get for, there's a little quest in Rift End where you get this, and I might show you guys later at some point. But it's kind of cool. It's kind of weird because it's not supposed to be yours. Even if you take it, there's something, it's like bugged out permanently that it never becomes yours. It's always stolen, which means that if I click A right now, even if I'm in my own house, it still counts as stealing. And if there's someone in my house that doesn't like stealing, which there's some companions that you can get in the game that hate it when you steal, even if they are your companions, they will still give you bounties and stuff, and they'll tell authorities, and that's just a pain in the ass. Especially if you have a bard in your house. Oh, by the way, this is Hearthfire, so this is one of the DLCs for Skyrim, one of the official DLCs. You can make your own house, but you can get a bard, and if you have that bard and you click A here, he will actually report you. It's just the worst. I had to kill him because of that. You might see him laying over there. We'll deal with him later. But anyways, this is my armory. Some pretty cool stuff going on here. Most of the stuff that I've collected in my travels. We'll just try and go really quickly, but this is where I put my weapons that kind of look Daedric. I used to have the Mace of Moloch Ball here, but this weapon racks are extremely bugged out. Some of the things that you put in there, they tend to fall, but we got Webblejack, Woodrat, which is not a Daedric weapon. It's the Elf Grinder, but it looks pretty Daedric. You can see the undulating design of the weapons. They look very similar, and the Mace of Moloch Ball does look like that too, and, well, Blendrune kind of shines, so it's harder to see, but they all have that kind of very similar I guess vibe to it, which also goes very well with the Ebony set, which I also have here. You can see this is the Ebony set with the mail, and this is the helm of Clavicus Vile and the shield of Isgramor. I think they look pretty good together. I mean, look at it. It's one of my favorite set pieces, I think. It just works well together, and you can combine this set with any of these weapons, really, and it would work fantastic. Probably the Maze of Moloch Ball because you wanted to be able to use the shield, I suppose. Anyways, this is the Aerial Shield. Is something. It's one of the rare weapons that you can get in the Dawnguard DLC. You need to collect a bunch of paragons to collect this, and it's in a secret area. Like, it's not that easy, or should I say, it's not very obvious to get. So it's kind of nice as a collector's item. It looks fantastic. It has a cool effect, which is awesome. The Heavy Fulmer set, it's not very rare. You gotta be kind of high level to get it, but it's honestly not rare by any stretch of the imagination. It just looks cool, I suppose. I don't know, I kind of like it. Oh, man, I should probably show you the bow, but the bow, I mean, everyone gets it. If you complete Dawnguard, you get it, so it's not a big deal. Now, this, on the other hand, is extremely rare because there's only one you can get in the game. If you kill, if you finish Dawnguard, you'll get the chest, the gauntlets, and the boots and stuff, but there's only one in the game. If for some reason you lose it, and I actually did. One of my companions, I equipped one of my companions and they died, and I forgot to, I didn't notice that they died. And when I came back to the place where they died, they were gone. So my armor was gone forever. I had to cheat to get this one back in here just so that I could show it off. But the helmet is the truly interesting thing, because the helmet, that little tiara, you cannot actually get it in the game. It's there in the code. Like, if I were to open the code and say help, I guess it would be what's the name of the set? It would just be Ancient Fulmer. Okay, so let's do that. So help, let's do Ancient Dragon. That's not what I want. Let's see, weapons, armor. So Ancient Fulmer, there you go. So you can see there, Ancient Fulmer crown, boot, cuirass. It's there, like the code for me to spawn it, it's there. It's in the game, but there's no actual physical way to get it normally. Like, by normal means, there's no enemy that'll drop it. There's no quest that will give it. It's just, there's just no way to get it. So if you want the helmet, you have to, I guess, cheat it. So I'm sorry, console players, you will never get it. But it's a cool, really, it's a kind of a nice tiara. I think it has like 0 armor, so it doesn't do anything. It's just cool. So yeah, I found it very interesting that it's in the game, but there's no way to get it. Yeah, MrRhexx. There's nothing really crazy about MrRhexx. Everyone that plays around the game and finishes Dragonborn will get it. It's just kind of cool looking, that's all. This is my collection of Nordic looking weapons. So we got the Paleblade, Red Eagles, Galdurs, and Eruch. They're not really that hard to get. It's just something that you just kind of happen to collect as you progress through the game. There's a lot more Nordic styled weapons in the game. These are just the ones that I felt like putting in. I like their color design. I think I have like 2 more, but there's, you know, not enough space to put them all. This is the Deathbrand set. It's well, okay, it's just a normal style rim because I'm actually wearing the Deathbrand set. We'll talk about that later, but it's Dragonborn armor, really. I guess I should probably talk about the Deathbrand. The Deathbrand is probably the strongest armor in the game if you want to be an offensive sword user. Pretty much because of this, while dual wielding, your one-handed attacks do 10% more damage for each Deathbrand item you wear. So that's pretty much an extra 40% damage on your dual wielding. And dual wielding is by far the most overpowered thing you can use. I'll probably make another video as to how to easily play Legendary. This is a Legendary account, by the way. We try to do 100% on Legendary. So I'll do another video as to what are the builds that you should have an easier time playing the game as. If you want to try this challenge. But yeah, that's where I would normally put Deathbrand if I wasn't using it. This is Grim Sever and Children. Children you get, I think it's by the end of the Thieves Guild questline. And Grim Sever is Mjol quest sword. If you get Mjol as a companion, you get Grim Sever. And they work pretty well together. I usually use these 2 weapons for a companion. If I want a companion to be dual wielding, I usually give him this because it just looks amazing. These 2 weapons also go really well with Stalrim or Deathbrand. I'm currently using the weapons you get for the Deathbrand quest, which are Blood Scythe and the other one, which I never remember the name, so Rend. Because yeah, I'll just talk about those later. It doesn't matter. But in terms of looks, these 2 work so well together, so I wanted to put them together. But anyways, this is just my armory, just some cool stuff that I wanted to kind of add in there. This is the chest where I keep Terkithus. I like his chef hat. Oh, he also has it. This is not a normal Nordic stuff. This is the
Go ahead.
Oops.
What is it?
Sorry, it's not what I wanted.
What? You wanted me to do something,
yes?
To Oblivion? Need me to carry something?
I want to show the people your armor set, if you don't mind. This is the Assidal's armor of Retribution, gauntlets, and bits of water walking. Actually walks on water, which is really nice. There's also a helmet to this set, but I wanted to give him the chef hat because, you know, Ruffle mouse. But yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know he's not just a common rebel guy. He actually wears something cool. Anyways, this is a chest where I keep everything. So this is everything that I've collected in my journeys that I thought was unique enough or cool enough for me to save. So here's where you're gonna find literally everything. So we got Spellbreaker. This Shield of Solitude is really powerful. I found it. I did a quest for the Jarl of Solitude, and they gave me this, and I thought it was so powerful. I mean, look at those stats, man. So I decided to keep it. But honestly, this is where you find everything. Yeah. Tark of the Blood. Everything that's unique you'll find here. All the masks. The Shellbug, which is kind of a secret thing you can get. We might touch on that later. The Visage of Mizund. It's a Dragonborn item. This is the Acidal that their Kethos is missing. This is the helmet of that set. But yeah, I don't know if I really want to go through everything. I even have the MrRhexx skull, the Aretino family heirloom from the Brotherhood. Like, it's honestly everything here. Even some stuff that I felt like they were once like unique. They may think that there's only one of these books in the game, and that's in the museum in Dawnstar. I don't know if I want to really go through all of them, but yeah, that's where I keep everything. And this is my chest where I keep all the items that I actually use a lot of. This is my Dragon Plate set, so I created the entire set, including the bow, my Ethereal Crown, which is being improved, blah, blah, blah. This is my children's room. This is where they sleep. I don't know what time it is, 4 AM, Jesus Christ. So I have a creepy fox that just stares at my daughter because that's just what it is. This is the Bard. I accidentally stole the Statue of Divella from my own home, and the Bard tried to, I guess, convict me. He called the cops on me, and I did not like that. So what ended up happening is I transformed him into a girl. He used to be a guy, as you can see. Now he has boobies. And then I killed him. And I guess my daughter just kind of likes the guy, so that's just what happens. My son is kind of weird. He sleeps with the Pelagus hip bone because he's not my blood. I don't know. He was like that when I adopted him. And as you can see, there's a lot of skooma in my son's room, and this is where my wife sleeps too, which for whatever reason she likes to sleep here. I usually sleep upstairs, but yeah, we collected a bunch of skooma and we just like dropped it here because we thought it was amusing. Moon Sugar, Blackbriar Reserve, just as much alcohol and cool stuff as we could find, Sujamas, and yeah, I just thought it was funny. And my stash, I should probably show my stash. We venerate in this household the only Lord and Savior Horkatosh. It's a combination of Akatosh and a Horker. And as you can see, we venerate him by giving him meat is the only way that he accepts our communion. So there you go. Some statues that I created, nothing fancy. What's fancy is this. This is my sweet stash. Every single gem that I have found in the game has been dropped here. Every single thing that I deemed colorful and awesome and worthy of value has been dropped in this stash. So you can see all the Statue of Divellas. This is every single statue of Divella that you can find in the game that doesn't refresh, because some statues will always respawn in specific areas. So I've collected every single one of the statues you can find in the game once. So some of these do respawn in their respective states, but you know, I just wanted to collect them once and then just be done with that. So there you go. You can find, I think it's 8, maybe 11 or 8, one of those two values. I don't remember, but that's every single one of them are here. Obviously, we got the Sigil Stone. That's for the Master Conjuration quest. We got the Eyes of the Falmer. The 2 ones are here. Got a couple of Flawless Diamonds. Some of the, we got the Exquisite Sapphire worth $5,000. It's from Dragonborn. It's a special quest you get in the Thieves Guild. But yeah, I mean, everything that you can find in the game is here. The Diamond Paragons, all the Paragons are here. A bunch of gold ingots, because whatever, the Dragon Claws. Everything in the game, man. Everything you can find in this game that is valuable is here. We actually collected, or I collected, should I say, a couple of gems before I recorded this. So let me just go ahead and drop them here. And this is usually what I do, even in Claw as well. Emeralds, Flawless, Diamonds, Emeralds, Garnets, Rubies, Sapphires, man, you name it, I have it. Gold, Glass Claw. Jesus Christ, man. The Iron Claw, everything. I think I dropped something I didn't want to. By accident. Well, I can't find it anymore. There you go. This is my stash. It's my beautiful, beautiful stash. And that's pretty much it, I guess. I don't know if there's anything specific you guys want to see. Oh, the Kagurmes Resonance Gems from Dragonborn. Gold ores. I don't know. I was thinking of removing the soul gems because I don't think they look as good. They feel like they're filler or something. So I'm not sure about that. What I'm gonna do though, because everyone on stream found this very amusing, and I want to amuse you guys as well because I think you guys deserve it. I've been kind of waiting to do this for a very long time. It's something that I've been thinking about every time I go to bed. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Unrelenting Force. Yep. I'm gonna do that, guys. Whoa! Oh my god. That's insane. Okay, I've been waiting to do that for a very long time, so yeah, let me just reload that save though, because I don't really want it to end like that. It sounds kinda silly. But anyways, this is my house. That's pretty much it. I mean, there's a basement. That's where I do my crafting. I mean, there's really nothing in here. There's a lot of armor on the floor. It's things that I want to sell at some point, but see, equipment load is kind of a pain in the ass, man. And sometimes when I create things, I'm too overcumbered to sell things, so I just drop them in here to sell them later whenever I need money. I currently have 69,000 gold. I completed the challenge of getting 100,000 gold. There's actually an achievement on Steam that you get by collecting 100,000 gold, and I have it, which is kind of cool. I was trying to get that, but we did it, whatever. Yep, this is where I craft all my stuff. This is the Morak Tong set with the heavy kiting shield. It's pretty nice. There's also, I think it's a light version of this armor, but it's not as cool. And yeah, that's my basement. I usually sleep upstairs, but there's really nothing on there. Oh, I think there's something else. Yeah, there's something else up here. Oh, by the way, the reason the Suggestive Devil is here, because it doesn't matter how many times I move it to the stash, it'll always respawn in the middle of the room. I'm not sure what causes it. I think that's where I first dropped it, and that's just where it's stuck. I'm not sure how the coding works for that, but every time I reload the game, it spawns in here, always in the same place. It's kind of creepy, actually. But we got... Holy shit, that scared the fuck out of me. The statue's supposed to be standing here, the mannequin. It's supposed to be standing on the pedestal. It moved there. That is so creepy. Anyways, Mythic Dawn robes with, I think is, Volsung? I think it's Volsung's helmet. I just thought it looked cool. There's really no reason to it, but this is where I keep all my daggers. All the cool daggers: Merrim's Razor, Blade of Woe, Kabozane's Fang, Nettlebane, Blade of Sacrifice, Val's Lucky Daggers, a couple of really cool stuff. And yeah, this is usually where I sleep. I sleep here. This is... I usually sleep with Ayala because I'm not being very nice to my wife. And, well, Ayala is hotter. I mean, let's be honest here, guys. A Dragonborn only lives once or multiple times, depending on the amount of saves you want to go through. But, yeah, I mean, got my sweet rolls and my creme treats because I like to live my life happily and stuff. Oh, and the last thing I guess I can show you is hidden below the book, because for whatever reason this book always reloads on top of the spoon, but this is either more soup spoon, whatever. Anyways, that's my house. I just wanted to show you guys that because people usually get pretty excited about that on stream. Sorry, yeah, usually the stash, people like to see the stash. Oh boy, again another giant. Man, we get attacked like all the time. It's pretty annoying. But that's gonna be the video, guys. I'm gonna make another video, a couple of videos more. So I hope you guys enjoy these. I know that you guys freaking love Skyrim, and you guys will just not leave me alone when it comes to Skyrim. Honestly, literally every day I get people want me to do videos for Skyrim. So there you go. There you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh. Wow. Contortionist too. Look at that toe. That's gross. That's a gross toe.